Welcome, everybody. Happy New Year. Welcome to the first Friday Night Coffeehouse of 2021. Tonight we have a great list of folks, including Jon Lee, Strange in the Familiars, Arietta Ward, and Ed Haynes. And to start us off tonight, Jon Lee, our friend, our host, our Northwest poet and storyteller and songwriter. Let's welcome Jon Lee.
I want a forest, not a tree farm. I want an ocean, not a sea farm. And I want a river, not a damn lake. And I want a prairie, not a beef steak. We got a big frontal lobe, we have opposable thumbs. We're quite often brilliant, we're quite often dumb. We got a great place in space, we have all that we need. We got atmosphere, gravity, sun, soil, and seeds, and pollinators. And I want a food web, not just mankind. And I want a mountain, not a strip mine. And I want a grassland, not tar sand. And I want a desert, not a wasteland. We got a big frontal lobe, we have opposable thumbs. We're quite often brilliant, we're quite often dumb. We got a great place in space, we have all that we need. We got atmosphere, gravity, sun, soil, and seeds, and pollinators. And I want dark nights and a sky full of stars. And I want sweet silence, not a head full of cars. And I want green space, not another strip mall. And I want habitat, not that damn border wall. We got a big frontal lobe, we have opposable thumbs. We're quite often brilliant, we're quite often dumb. We got a great place in space, we have all that we need. We got atmosphere, gravity, sun, soil, and seeds, and pollinators. We got a great place in space, we have all that we need. We got atmosphere, gravity, sun, soil, and seeds, and pollinators. Thank you. That's a song I was going to do at the Fisher Poets Gathering this year, but it's going to be virtual. We may not do that at all. Okay. Well, speaking of the pandemic, just before we shut down in March, I released an album, and it's called Chinaman's Chants, and it's a collection of songs, a series that tell the story of the Chinese in the West, and it's got a picture of it goes from the 1860s to the 1960s when my mother graduated from Portland State College. It's got archival photos. This is from the Library of Congress. This is my grandfather, the man who unleashed the bullfrog plague on the Northwest. There he is on the slime line with a big salmon. There's a picture inside of my dad. He's the little Chinese guy. That's from the Smithsonian or the Library of Congress, one or two. There's a picture of my mom. Dad, the day my mom graduated. So I'm going to do a couple songs off of that album. And there'll be copies of this CD at Artichoke, and they're $10, and they are for the benefit of Artichoke music. And my tour got canceled this summer, and it was an unusual tour because it really wasn't a lot of music venues. It was places like museums and historical societies throughout the West, a lot of California. So here's a couple of songs here. After we built the railroad, I was just another Chinaman. I labored on the levee and dug some ditches to reclaim that Delta land. But the people did shout and drive us out wherever we moved about. So I hunkered down in Chinatown. Now I'm a long-time Californian. A long-time California. I be long-time California. Now I tell 'em that's where I was born. Yeah, I'm a long-time California. Well, it all changed course in the year of the horse when Chinatown burned down. My papers burned. I was reborn. I'm a long-time California. Now I'm a laundryman, I live a laundryman's life. I work with my clan, but I got no wife. My hands both hurt, my eyes are old. There's always a basket of shirts to fold. I'd go back home, but I could not come back due to that Chinese Exclusion Act. I'm foreign born, I feel forlorn. I'm a long-time California. A long-time California. I be long-time California. You can tell 'em that's where I was born. Now I'm a long-time California. Well, it all changed course in the year of the horse when Chinatown burned down. My papers burned. I was reborn. Now I'm a long-time California. Oh, the dragon wakes with a fearsome sound. The earthquake rumbles deep underground. The gas mains broke, then fire and smoke burned down that demon town. There was damage done, but now anyone could be a paper son. I'm gonna head up north to Oregon, 'cause I'm a long-time California. A long-time California. I be long-time California. You can tell 'em that's where I was born. Now I'm a long-time California. Well, it all changed course in the year of the horse when Chinatown burned down. My papers burned. I was reborn. Now I'm a long-time California. Yeah, I got some uncle and a bunch of cousins up there in Oregon, up in Astoria. That's the mouth of the big river, out of the wind. That makes it the lee side of the family. Yeah, they're all cannery workers. Maybe I should put in some time on the slime line, yeah. I remember Grandma's garden growing bigger every year. And sparring at the dojo gave me strength to move without fear. Honor your elders, do your best in school. Take pride in your culture where our family rules. We were Asian when Asian wasn't cool. We sat down for dinner, ate with chopsticks from a bowl, like families do in Manila, Tokyo, and Seoul. Dozens of cousins, uncles, and aunts. We all had the family that everyone wants. We were Asian when Asian wasn't cool. Yeah, we were Asian when Asian wasn't cool. Yeah, we were Asian, black hair and spit-shine shoes. We still act and look the same. What you see ain't nothing new. Yeah, we were Asian when Asian wasn't cool. Yeah, we took a lot of crap for sticking to our roots. We just want a country where we're all free to choose. We were Asian when Asian wasn't cool. Yeah, we were Asian when Asian wasn't cool. Thank you. That's Chinaman's Chance, 2 songs from it. Okay. Well, the other thing is after we finished that one, and that tour got canceled, I started a long delayed rock and roll album project. And that's been fun. I've got to remember how to play lead guitar and drums and keyboards and stuff. And hire a band and make it all go faster, but it wouldn't be as much fun. Anyway, this is a song going to be on that one. This one's called More Often Woman Wise. And after I wrote this song, I realized playing piano in E flats a little bit of a puzzle. I have to remember where those flats go. Okay. Anyway, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. If I could be inside your body, I would know just how you feel. I'd know your passion and your pleasure. I would know your pain for real. I'd know how to touch you. I'd know how to hold you. I'd know how to love you. Let myself enfold you. If I could be inside your vision, I would know just what you see are the colors of the rainbow, the same for you and me. I would see what makes you fearful, see what helps you cope. I would see what makes you tearful, see what helps you hope. I could never be within you. I could never be without you. I find a way to read your rhythms, feel my way about you. I can only learn to listen, look into your eyes. Sometimes woman crazy, more often woman wise. Yes, sometimes woman crazy, more often woman wise. Sometimes woman crazy, more often woman wise. That's called More Often Woman Wise. Okay, another little project that I got into this year, fairly recently, was my daughter, Kelsey, the younger child, thing two, asked me to write her a song honoring her best friend's mother, Colleen, a woman who's been a great source of comfort and connection to my daughter over the years. And so that's a lot of pressure, you know. Twice before I've been asked to write a song specifically for an event or a gig, and one was I wrote a song for called Slime Lines. It's on the Chinaman's Chance album for the Fisher Poets Gathering in Astoria, and to honor the Chinese cannery workers. And I wrote a song for Wallowa Valley Music Alliance gig there called Deep Serpent River, about the massacre of Chinese miners in Hell's Canyon, and that song's on that album too. So those were different, and I was a little nervous about those, but anyway, this one's for Colleen, and I wanted to get her just right, and we gave it to her for Christmas, and I was actually, Dan Rieger and I were I was adding bass, drums, and piano on Christmas Eve in his studio, and we got it and sent it to her on Christmas Day, and there's a song called Colleens Song. On a slope of woodland oak, with a strong foundation and a wisp of smoke, she's got a listening ear so strong, so smart. She's a woman of hearth and heart. A coffee in the morning, quiet time to write. She walks these hills in the fading light. She's got a listening ear so strong, so smart. She's a woman of hearth and heart. Wind and rain, wax and wane, like the tale and the tune of a laughing moon. May the sky at night ever be so bright. 2, 3, 4. In the morning, quiet time to write. She walks these hills in the fading light. She's got a listening ear so strong, so smart. She's a woman of hearth and heart. Wind and rain, wax and wane, like the tale and the tune of a laughing moon. May the sky at night ever be so bright. 2, 3. Home on a slope of woodland oak, the strong foundation and a wisp of smoke. She's got a listening ear so strong, so smart. She's a woman of hearth and heart. She's got a listening ear so strong, so smart. She's a woman of hearth and heart. That's for you, Colleen. Okay. I got time for one more song here, and this was another one of those Marine Time Fisher Poet songs. And my disclaimer is that any resemblance between the topic of this song, and any other, how can I say this delicate, sensuous oral pleasures, that's on you, that's not on me. Oop. Taste the ocean, taste the sea, taste that briny mystery. The wonders of the world run through you and me. And Deep within she holds a treasure, a poem of passion and perfect pleasure. Mother of pearl, please open wide. Show me what you got inside. Shuck me, suck me, eat me raw. Tasty on the tongue, easy on the jaw. Slurp it, slap it, slip it down your craw. Shuck me, suck me, eat me raw. See, I have traveled all around the world. I fell in love with a girl from Oysterville. She works by the water, she smells like the bay. She brings home a bushel at the end of the day. And she's my ocean, I'm her sea. Love's just a briny mystery. I count my blessings, I bless my luck. My girl Pearl really loves to shuck. Shuck me, suck me, eat me raw. Tasty on the tongue, I'm easy on the jaw. Slurp it, slap it, slip it on your craw. Shuck me, suck me, eat me raw. Shuck me, suck me, eat me raw. I'm tasty on the tongue, I'm easy on the jaw. Slurp it, slap it, slip it on your craw. Shuck me, suck me, eat me raw. Taste the ocean, taste the sea. Taste that briny mystery. The wonders of the world just run through you and me. She's my ocean, I'm her sea. Love's just a briny mystery. I count my blessings, I bless my luck. My girl Pearl really loves to shuck. She says, shuck me, suck me, eat me raw. Tasty on the tongue, I'm easy on the jaw. Slurp it, slop it, slip it on your craw. Shuck me, suck me, eat me raw. She says, shuck me, suck me, eat me raw. Tasty on the tongue, I'm easy on the jaw. Slurp it, slop it, slip it on your craw. Shuck me, suck me, eat me raw. Oh, baby, that's what I like. Thank you. We got Strange and Familiar, Ed Haynes and Arietta Ward coming up. Thank you very much. Friday Night Coffeehouse. Back.
Thank you, Jon Lee. And now I'd like to welcome Strange and the Familiars, voices that whisper stories from this world and beyond.
Welcome to Artichoke Music's virtual Friday night. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We are Strange and the Familiars, and we are excited to bring you some original music. When it was discovered that the species human was developing consciousness, we sent a team to the surface of Earth to live amongst them and report back. Today we hear the transmission of an agent calling herself Strange. I look around me and I think, these people, they're crazy. though I was sent as an impartial observer. I forget who I am, and I feel such regret to present my case. I'd like to welcome to the stage the next species on the brink of extinction. Me, oh my, they're dropping like flies now, and they fall like dominoes. Doesn't it feel like the world is ending? Tick tock. If you feel like you're doomed, that's because you are. I'm just saying, I hate to report on the state of these self-forsaken creatures. 3, 4. They threw it away. Oh. They threw it away and then they cried. They cried. Oh, they threw it away. Oh, they threw it away and then they cried. They cried. Oh, they threw it away. Oh, they threw it away and then they cried. They let the 1% play, and they sold their lives as if time was a game. They threw it away. They threw it away and then they cried. They cried. Oh, they threw it away. Oh, they threw it away and then they cried. And then they cried, they cried. Oh, we threw it away. Oh, we threw it away and then we cried. It has been decided at this time that the species human will go untampered with. We are curious to see what unfolds. As for Agent Strange, her time on Earth has been extended, despite the Council's concerns about her mental health. Now can I come home? Please can I come home? Now you've heard a little bit about where I come from. If I may be so bold as to tell you a little bit about where you come from. Can't you see the veil? The strange and unusual, nocturnal and delusional, we are rising. in a sugar-coated world, when fangs are unfurled. My, what big eyes you have, oh, what sharp teeth you have, oh, what big hands you have, oh, what sharp claws they harbor. Can't you feel the ground is shifting? Can't you feel your nightmares rising? We know they can be quite scary. We recommend that you hold them loosely. My, what great fears you have, oh, what dark thoughts you harbor, oh, what big fears you have, it's enough to pull one under. Safe here, quoth the raven, nevermore. We'll leave the light on for you, quoth the raven, nevermore. All your dreams will come true, quoth the raven, nevermore. You're on top of the world, quoth the raven, nevermore. Can't you feel the words colliding? Mercury in retrograde can't explain this all away. We know you've been scared of your dark places, but these so-called monsters, they protect your fragile heads. My, what great fears you have, oh, what high hopes you harbor, oh, what great dreams you have, it's enough to make one stagger. You see the veil is lifting, the strange and unusual, nocturnal and delusional. We are rising, we are rising, we are rising. Thank you so much. Well, we got a couple of songs about spiders. Everybody here likes spiders? It's Oregon. I hope you like spiders. been spinning my web as fast as I can. You keep breaking my home with your head. You are far bigger than me, but you're the one that's scared. I catch what I can. I only eat the things that land in my web. You take what you can and call yourself a grass-fed vegetarian. Say goodbye to the birds and the bees. Say goodbye to the trees. Say goodbye to the homes that you've known as people flood the cities. Well, the birds keep building their nests and the bees keep trying to make honey, y'all. I've been spinning my web as fast as I can, but you keep breaking my home with your head. Breaking my home with your head. You keep breaking my home with your head. All right, thank you. Bad news from a spider. That was back before everything actually started to happen. That used to be kind of a cuter song. They all did, actually. Doesn't it feel like the world is ending? TikTok. We played that right before quarantine, like the night before quarantine, and the room was just completely hushed. It felt, Tim said, it felt like we were sitting in a bar at the end of the world. That's exactly what it felt like. Well, we've got a cover tune for you now. It's a Cure song. Striped legs, the Spider-Man comes. Softly the shadow of the evening sun, stealing past the windows of the blissfully dead, looking for the victims shivering in bed. And there is nothing I can do when I realize with fright that the Spider-Man is having me for dinner tonight. For dinner tonight. For dinner tonight. For dinner tonight. Quietly he laughs, and shaking his head, he creeps closer now, closer to the foot of the bed, and softer than shadow, and quicker than flies. His arms are all around me, and his tongue is in my eyes. Be still, be calm, be quiet now, boy. Don't struggle like that, or I will only love you more. I will only love you more. For it's much too late to get away or turn on the light. The Spider-Man is having you for dinner tonight. For dinner tonight. For dinner tonight. And it feels like I'm being eaten by 1,000 million shivering holes. And I know that in the morning I will wake up to the bitter cold. The Spider-Man is always hungry. She's always hungry. Thank you. That was COVID luck. When I say COVID luck, I mean when bad things happen, but it could have been much, much, much worse. That's what my COVID luck has been like. All right, well, that song was called Lullaby. And this song is a lullaby of sorts. In the strange manner of things. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. She is falling, the oceans, they are rising. It's time we started realizing it was man who doomed the world. It was not the monkeys, nor was it the birds in the trees. It was not the fishes, it was you and it was me. It was not the zombies, turns out. It was not the robots, not yet. It was not the zombie robots, but wouldn't that have been kinda sweet? Come on, admit that would have been pretty sweet. It started long ago. We were doomed the moment greed took hold. And since then we've all just been along for the ride. Now the sky, she is falling. The oceans, they are rising. And everything around us is dying. And to the left, you'll see there's an island made of plastic. Don't mind the turtles, they're just suffocating. And straight ahead, you'll see the ice caps, they are melting. But it's nice to get some decent weather for a change. The price we pay for such beautiful imaginations. Never so much pain, never so much pain. Oh, the price we pay for such brilliant minds. Never so much pain, never so much pain. Oh, the things we say when we should hold each other dearly. Never so much pain, never so much pain. Oh. Like I sees 'em. They say if you can't join 'em, you should beat 'em. And my famous right hook looks an awful lot like a song. But I'd hate to leave you crying. Lord knows I wish that I was lying. But the least that I can do is give you a better view. Well, the moon, she is rising. The oceans are rising too. And long after we're gone, they'll still be dancing. Yes, the moon, she is rising. The oceans, they are rising too. And long after we're gone, they'll still be dancing. They'll be dancing. They'll still be dancing. Thank you. Thank you to our lovely audience and to Gary, our sound engineer, and Bob Howard for inviting us. I'll be honest, live streams are so hard. Virtual shows are really, I miss the audience. I imagine you guys do too. But this feels an awful lot like the Artichoke shows. This feels really nice. I'm glad that you are joining us. So let's sing about cats. This is about my cat. Her name is Nina Nightmare. She lives up to her namesake every day of the week, Sunday included. while sleeping in places best left unseen. She dances with skeletons in your closet, the monsters under your bed. She's a nightmare. She might be worse than the things that she fights. She's a nightmare. It's quite likely she's worse than the things that come out when you turn off the lights. She's no innocent. No, she's no innocent. She's a nightmare. You're thinking, what did I invite into my bed? And you're right to wonder. You're right to be scared, 'cause you've got a nightmare. Demons scatter wherever she roams. Yes, you've got a nightmare. But while she'll make your dreams right, she can't speak to the monsters that walk in the light. She's no innocent. No, she's no innocent. That one goes out to my cat. Hi, kitty. Thank you. Oh. We've got one more for you. It's called Leave Me Alone or Take Me to Bed. You can find it on our first EP, Pretty Deadly, available on all streaming services. I hate the world. Find me on Instagram. Just ease into it. Though sometimes it feels like I'm on a mission to go mano a mano with my own doom. And I am determined to go out with a boom, with tricks like these. All the places I could go, all the places I could see, in a handbasket masquerading as a limousine. Don't be mean, treat me gently as you would a child. Won't you hold me gently as you would a child? If I paint my nails red and I turn on the blues, you'll know I'm in a mood, but you can still win. You have to choose to leave me alone or take me to bed. Leave me alone, or just take me to bed. I am a fickle beast, otherwise known as W. Oh man, I could set my heels in, but that don't sound like fun. I've heard that cats can't dance, but all dogs go to heaven. Still, who does everybody want to be? Which tells us that cats can dance. They just value their privacy. Yeah, they just value their privacy. But if I take off my shoes and I sing the blues, you'll know I'm in a mood, but you can still win. You have to choose to leave me alone or just take me to bed. Leave me alone or just take me to bed. Everybody wants to be a cat, they say. Everybody wants to be a cat, they say. Everybody wants to be a cat, they say. Everybody wants to be a cat. But you can't get a good dog down. Leave me alone or just take me to bed. Thank you so much. Thanks for having us. We're strange in the familiars. There should be floating tip jar all over the screen while we're singing this, just magically put in there. So if you have extra dollars, feel free to drop them. Thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting and listening to live music. And we will see you on the flip side.
Each year, we usually celebrate the end of the year with a night of reckoning with Ed Haynes. Unfortunately, that didn't happen this year. So for our first Friday Night Coffeehouse of 2021, we wanted to welcome Ed Haynes back for its own form of reckoning, with songs and conversations and jokes and his mad sense of humor. Please welcome Ed Haynes.
Well, hello out there, people. I'm delighted to be here in Artichoke land. I'm going to do some songs. We're recording this on Tuesday, so we'll see what happens in the next 24 to 48 hours, see what goes on. And anyway, here we go. Driving south away from snow along the trail of tears, hauling the belongings of my past 15 years. The Sunbelt was the light in my tunnel-visioned mind. Crystal methamphetamine had rendered me near blind. I couldn't get that piece of crap into second gear. I double clutched from first to third. It's hard enough to steer. I was doing 35 in a 65 zone. It wouldn't go any faster. I wish to hell I'd flown. If I slept outside, I'd freeze to death, so I pulled off the interstate. Got myself a motel room with nothing to do but wait for sleep or death. To me, it didn't matter at that point in time. Wouldn't you know, neither came. I checked out before checkout time. It's clear and cold, the sun was out, but it didn't melt a thing. It didn't warm my blood or bones, just made my pupils sting. I got it jumped, drove it down to Honest Al's Auto Shack. I sold the Jeep and all my junk. Unloaded, I walked back. Writing you from this Trailways bus, Chattanooga, Tennessee. I know we give it one more shot, we'll show 'em all you'll see. The further south I get, I feel a returning of my mind. I'm staying off of them chemical powders. Stay off of them chemical powders. Stay off of them chemical powders. This bottle'll do all right. Not necessarily happy traveling songs. This next song is definitely time-stamped 2020. I wrote it this late summer, and when baseball season finally got underway, I got one of those cardboard cutouts for the San Francisco Giants. I thought it was cute and clever way to monetize the pandemic, allowing fans to send their photos and have their avatar in the stands to watch the games. And so I did it for a laugh, and then didn't think anything else of it. Then a few weeks later, I got a call from the SFPD, and my cardboard cutout had gotten belligerent and ran out on the field one night and used the outfield as a restroom. And so I had to come and bail him out of jail and drive him home. And he felt, just as you can imagine, felt really bad about it. And was very ashamed, remorseful, and I don't know. I've had some pretty bad days myself, and nobody wants to be judged on their worst day. And I know he's a better cardboard cutout than that. And so I wrote this song to kind of let him know. My cardboard cutout is a deeper man than me. My cardboard cutout's on the right side of history. He'll lift you up when you need a hand. He won't leave you until you can stand. My cardboard cutout's who I'll someday aspire to be. My cardboard cutout will walk you to your door. If you need a bed, my cardboard cutout will sleep on the floor. Though giant and vein, he's transparent as a window pane. You can count on what's inside him and count on what's in store. Cardboard cutout will step outside to use the phone. A conversation with him is with him alone. My cardboard cutout's gone through some growing pains. My cardboard cutout's weathered heat waves and freezing rains. Through the thick and the thin and the throes, my cardboard cutout learned what he knows. It's not what you've lost, what makes you is what remains. Through the thick and the thin and the throes, my cardboard cutout learned what he knows. It's not what you've lost, what makes you is what remains. My cardboard cutout is a deeper man than me. I think it was the 7-inning doubleheader thing that got him. I really sent him over the edge. You know, the National League designated hitter was one thing. That was bad enough. Well, certainly want to thank Bob Howard inviting me down here. I haven't had a gig since March. And I want to thank Lori at McMinimans, too, for having me there for a few years there in Forest Grove at the Grand Lodge. I miss doing those shows, so I really appreciate having this gig and having something to work on, a deadline, in other words. So. Rode into town on Saturday night with a simple intention to get good and tight. My pockets were filled with the bright, shiny coins I took off of a parson last week in Des Moines. Tell mother I love her. Tell her how I tried. Tell mother I am sorry when you tell mother goodbye. I slapped down a coin, said barkeep, a shot. Give me some whiskey, the best you have got. I've been riding the rails and the long, lonesome trails. I've suffered and inflicted a host of travails. Tell mother I love her. Tell her how I tried. Tell mother I am sorry when you tell mother goodbye. Threw back the first two, then sipped on the third. Commotion behind me, should have seen what I heard. They beat me so hard, I cannot walk anymore. The parson read scripture, then spat on the floor. Tell mother I love her. Tell her how I tried. Tell mother I am sorry. Do not tell her how I died. That song is on an EP I released this year, produced mostly by my buddy Paul Trubacek. is called Ed Haynes in his latest mystery. And I also have this is a fairly new album. This came out at the end of 2018. This is recorded by Mike Kirkendall, and it's called A Man Walks Into a Bar, Volume 1. And you can look me up on Facebook or my website and pick it up. You can also, they're streaming everywhere you stream your streams. And you can also, but if you get it from me directly, you can also pick up the official Ed Haynes Show Flop Sweat Towel. So, speaking of Mom, the summer after my 8th grade, my family and I moved from the East Coast to the West Coast. And my dad had an opportunity for a promotion, but it required relocating. And he had two choices. And we had this family meeting. And I remember feeling kind of important that he was checking in with me and my older brother and sister to see where we wanted to go, and that I was part of the discussion. And years later, I realized we weren't part of any discussion. He had the chance to either go, he's a pilot, to fly out of SFO in San Francisco, so we moved to the Bay Area, California, Northern California, or he could have flown out of Cleveland, Ohio, and we go live in Cleveland. And the entire discussion really was between my mom and my dad, and my mom told him, if you move to Cleveland, you'll be going without me. And so really that was it. We were gathered all together. Big changes are coming our way. A new job, bigger planes to fly, better pay. So we're moving away. Say goodbye to Virginia. Say goodbye, Old Dominion. Say farewell to family and friends. You all come see us real soon. We packed up, we pulled up the stakes. It was the summer of '78. In a green Ford wagon and a white Dodge Dart, the Haynes 5 hit the interstate. Before we left, my brother and I bought a big bag of Colombian gold. We were not sure if we could score in Northern California. Breaker 19, we caravan together. 3 drivers, sister, father, and mother. And when we landed in Pleasanton, we'd swapped one suburb for another. Say goodbye to Virginia. Say hello, California. Say farewell to 4 separate seasons. Say hello, oppressive sun. That was 1978. That became kind of a pivotal year. I got my first guitar that summer in California, $50 nylon string job. Played it with a pick, rock and roll style. I got my first real Beatles album. I had the red and the blue greatest hits compilations back in Virginia, but I got their first studio recording of mine, the White Album. It seemed a lot older, but it was only 10 years old at that point. And I spent that summer and the rest of the year listening to that album, playing guitar, smoking that Colombian Gold, having nightmarish visions. I didn't smoke for very much longer after that. But I heard one of the guitar players that probably is most influential on my particular style. And he happened to be the bassist for the Beatles. I think you can probably hear a little bit of Blackbird in this song. I recorded this for my debut album, which in 1988, so 10 years after that. You may be able to hear some Joni Mitchell and maybe a little Tom Waits too. I was listening to them. Jack was an independent trucker, carrying a load of illegally imported wicker lawn furniture from Mexico up through California. Outside of a truck stop in Palmdale, he met a bald-headed woman named Glenn, and he agreed to take her up to Stockton, where she had a lead on a job as a sneeze guard at the local Sizzler there. Wired from Crank, Jack carried on the bulk of the conversation, which centered on the Roman Catholic Church and the invention of the double-sided Scotch tape. A comparison and contrast. Glenn listened politely in between long pulls of her cheap, warm, red wine and mouthfuls of cheese nips. And the sun sank on the Central Valley. Then Glenn started to hallucinate. She imagined that the truck wasn't really moving at all, that the truck was the only stationary fixture in the world, and that the road and the lights and the towns were all being spun towards them, like on a giant conveyor belt. Jack was way ahead of schedule, so he pulled off at a pull-off. They shared the bed behind the cab. They attempted intercourse, but Jack had left his genitals on his dresser at home, not thinking he'd need them. Damn, another opportunity missed, he thought. I've got to start thinking more positive. And they awkwardly twisted to sleep. They creaked out of bed the next morning and went to Sylvia's for breakfast. Jack had the early bird special. 2 buttermilk flapjacks, 2 eggs over easy, couple of link sausages, little sprig of parsley, orange juice, coffee with free refills, iced water, a handful of York peppermint patties. He ate quite a bit of his napkin by accident. And Glenn had soup. And they arrived in Stockton about 11 o'clock that morning. Jack dropped her off at the Sizzler there, and they said, "So long, take care." And she applied for that job, but was rejected on the basis of her lack of transparency. And she walked out just in time to see the back of Jack's truck pull out on Highway 5 North and roll away. And she imagined herself as the only stationary fixture in the world. And that the road and the lights and the towns were all being spun towards her and spun away, like on a giant conveyor belt. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Artichoke. Please donate. Thank you.
Now we'd like to welcome Arietta Ward, the first daughter of funk and rhythm and blues. Raised in Portland, Oregon, she is the daughter of Northwest music royalty, Janice Marie Scroggins. Please welcome Arietta Ward.
Well, hello. Welcome to Etta's World, yeah. I'm Arietta Ward. Hello. introduce everyone real quick. To my left is Damian Erskine on the bass. Over us on the keys is Michael Elson. Back corner pocket on the guitars, Jimmy Russell. And behind me is Tyrone and the Hendrix on the drums. My social circle is diverse. Got 'em here, got 'em far. Those strewn throughout the country. You know what I mean, the world to me. May not agree with what I do, what I say, but they respect that. Therefore, they're gonna love me anyway. No explanation needed when a situation arises. They are your ride or dies. Just let them know when it's on a roll. Keep yourself surrounded at all times. Oh, yeah. For the ones that keep it really true, this is for you. Yeah. Near and dear ones. They're the ones you surround yourself with at all times. Yeah. Near and dear ones. They're the ones you surround yourself with. Yeah. Surround, 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 yeah. Surround yourself, surround, surround, surround me. Social placement and status are irrelevant when you have a lot of stuff to vent. Your loved ones, they gon' keep it real and true. Yeah. Knowing they won't hear their name on my tracks. No, 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 no. Except for my bun, my son, my littles, and everyone. Everybody else I love. Near and dear ones. Hey, they're the ones I'ma stay surrounded at all times. Hey, near and dear ones. I'ma stay surrounded. You should get yourself something. Surround, myself at all times. Surround myself. I'ma stay surrounded. It is time for the solo. Come on, Damian Erskine. That was wonderful. Damian Erskine, everybody. Oh, yes. Yes, this is what we do. Oh, yeah. Near and dear ones. Just get yourself some if you don't have some. Oh, yeah. Near and dear ones. They're the ones you surround yourself with at all times. Near dear ones. They're the ones you surround yourself with. Keep big with us. Near and dear ones. Yeah. They're the ones you surround yourself with at all times. Yeah. Near and dear ones. You to stay surrounded at all times. Yes, surround loved ones, surround loved ones, surround the ones that surrounded at all times. was glorious. Thank you, thank you. We're having a beautiful time here at Artichoke Nights. Yes. We can go ahead and start with this rambunctious song. And it's time for us to set some people free. All right? Yes. My main objective is for you to stop and listen. Now what I'm saying isn't that opinion. You can choose to agree or tell me that I'm wrong. Truth is all responsibility and power. You know they got your back and you'll never get word. Confidence senses you can pull for ill will. If it wasn't true, then I wouldn't state it in the song. There's no way to tell. So what you want, some people treat you go. If it don't sit right within your spirit, say it out loud so you can hear it. Then decide if you really will. Here's a in my way, trust in me when I say. You can say what the fuck you wanna say about me. The truth shall set you free. You can say what you wanna say about it. Perception of life and what you view through those filters that only pertain to you. When your words are gospel, then always your truth. You said that you'd be my best friend. You say you'd be there until the very end. But now you wanna sit up here and play pretend like everything is peachy, but really it's not. Do unto others as they do upon you. Never fake it for always be true. Don't ever come at me like I'm a fool. I'ma say it one more time so you can get it in your mind. You wanna come with me out of spite. You know that I wouldn't put up a fight, but I'ma let you know right here tonight. If they hear my way, tell it to me when I say. You can say anything you wanna say around me. The truth shall set you free. Tell the truth, shame the devil. You can say anything you wanna say. The truth shall set you free. You can say what the fuck you wanna say about me. The truth shall set you free. Anytime, anywhere, anything, every day. You can say anything you wanna say about me. The truth shall set you free. You can say anything you wanna say about me. Just know the truth shall set you free. Woo! Oh, thank you. Yeah, you know, when you don't sing a lot, that it can be that truth will set you free for real. This upcoming song is a beautiful song. It's my song, one of my babies. I co-wrote it with James Shelton, and it's called In My Mind, but to everyone who's heard it before, it's etaisms, euphemisms that are mine. Ooh, etaisms. In the end, everything is possible. It's upon you to have it become tangible. obstacles. There's a reason why they're in your way, your way, way. Yeah. Every instance is a lesson learned. Just be mindful so you will not mess around and get burned. Nonsense to say. That just means that you're going about things the correct way, the right way, correct way. Oh, these are the things that go on. These are the things that go on in my mind to help me find my way along my journey. Love say come and then they go. It's upon you to know if they should stay and how long they stay in your life. Yes, yes. People ask and wonder why some things that make you laugh, they can make you cry. When you love someone so much, if you have to let them go, will you be prepared to do such? Can you let them go? It's a blessing to wake up each and every day. You have to trust, submit, follow, and obey every day. Oh, these are the things that go on. These are the things that go on in my mind. Help me find my way around one more gift from thee. These are the things that go on. These are the things that go on in my mind. Helps me on my way. Yes, it does. Oh, oh. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Elson. That was beautiful. Michael Elson. Oh, yeah. Lift your head up to the sky. Know that everything will be alright. These things I know them to be so. Yes. Lift your head up to the sky. Oh, oh, oh. These things I know to be so. These things I know to be so. Lift my head up to the sky. I know that everything will be alright, for I know. How do I know? Because my mama, Angel, Janice Marie Scroggins told me this a long time ago. So I'm gonna keep my head up to the sky. For I know I'm to go forth and keep going, These are the things that go on in my mind every day. And these are things that go on in my mind, These are the things that go on in my mind, These are the things that go on in my mind. These are the things that go on in my mind. Yes, yes, yeah. These are the things that go on in mine. I'ma get through it. Yeah. These are the things that go on in my mind. Yeah, it's just gotta keep the lashes on. Yes. These are the things that go on in my mind. Oh, yes, adhesive. Oh, glory. All right. This next, oh, bless you. Next selection is written by Michael Elson and Stephen Swatkins, and with additional embellishments, not embellishments, what you call them, melodic arrangements by Tyrone Hendricks and Christopher Turner. Ode to Soul, classic soul. Don't ask the questions that you don't want the answers to. Oh, right. The other night we had that fight. Things to say, revelations were brought into the light. I know it wasn't right for what I did. The look in your face, the hurt in your eyes, the confusion and the surprise. I thought that seal was tight on Pandora's lead. Now that everything's out on the table, what do you wanna do? Just be done and wash your hands and don't dismiss in fear of me being untrue. At this point, all I can give you is my word, love, and loyalty. But you shouldn't give up on me because of how I used to be. Oh, you asked me, I told you, if I'd known how he's gonna act, I wouldn't have lied just to keep you satisfied. Did you want me to lie or tell you the truth? Don't ask questions that you don't want the answers hamster wheel with questions like, where was you? Why you late? Who was that you were talking to on the phone? Does it really matter? Would you believe me even if I told you clearly I was mistaken when I thought you had to break through? Listen, you know how I feel about you. You are the world to me. If I could, I would move every mountain and swim every inch of every sea. To have you is my forever love, was my ultimate goal. But in your eyes, your precious diamond has turned back to coal. You asked me, and I told you, if I know I was gonna act, I would have lied just to keep you satisfied. Did you want me to lie? Oh, I tell you the truth. Don't ask questions that you don't want the answer to. You keep throwing this in my face, a disappointment, a disgrace. Oh, why? I didn't know you at the time. I didn't trip when you described all of your escapades in such great detail. But before you, I was living my life as you asked me and I told you, if I known how you was gonna act, I wouldn't have lied. Oh, just to keep you happy, baby, just to keep you satisfied. But I don't know if you wanted me to lie to you. Oh, I tell you the truth. So don't ask me no questions that you don't want the answer to. Did you want me to lie? But I didn't want to do that. So I said these things to make you happy, just to keep you satisfied. Did you want me to lie? Oh, tell you the truth. Don't ask questions that you don't want the answers to. Thank you again. I have one more selection for you again. This is Damien Erskine on the bass. This is Michael Elson on the keys. Corner pocket Jimmy Russell on the guitar. And behind me is Tyrone of the Hendrix on drums. Yes, I said it right. Of the Hendrix, yes. And I'm Arietta Ward. Yes. And you can find me, and I want to say thank you to Bob and Gary at Artichoke Music for having us, and we're having fun. I get to play with my friends, so thank you. Yes. All right, so we're going to be a bit rambunctious. Here we go. Yes. Time coming, strategic planning and play. It took the attention of my angel to lead me on my way. Talk is cheap, but my actions are strong. I made my voice and voice known. Colleens Song. You only thought you knew what I could do, but I'm here to tell you it's a brand new space and time, and I got a whole lot on my mind. Pain, patient, and dancing in hell. Emotions flowing out my way. I didn't come out my shell, and I got a whole lot of stories to tell. Time for a transformation, and I'm choosing to absorb all this information. I'll live a day brighter than the stars above you. I'm gonna shine, shine upon you like a full moon, shine upon you like a full moon. Yeah, yeah. Hey, you see, my mama talked to me. She had so much to say, but these words, they sing to me every single day. I expect the very best, only greatness. That's what she told me. It took a long, long